Hi friends, welcome to Yoga with Sarah Trapani. I'm Sarah, and today we are taking a slow flow practice so that we slow the poses down, hold the poses a little longer, and take some real time to access mindfulness in movement and cultivate a sense of inner peace and calm. So thanks for joining me. We just need a mat today. I'll see you there. So let's start this practice laying down on the back. Let's go ahead and come onto the back in Supta Baddha Konasana with the heels a little bit away from your tailbone. Let your knees splay open and let your palms face up alongside the body. Now, if this feels way too intense for your hips and lower back this early in the practice, please feel free to take care of yourself. And that goes for this entire practice. If you need to modify at any point, be gentle, be compassionate with yourself. Other options include constructive rest, feet mat width distance apart, knees knocking into touch, or even legs extending out straight. So, in Supta Baddha Konasana, allow there to be a gentle, natural lower back curve. Close your eyes and take a body scan and check in with how you feel today. Noticing what areas of the body you might be carrying tension. You might also tune into and notice what areas of the body feel really great today. What areas of the body feel really normal and feel very healthy. Let your head drop to the right slowly. Tuck your left shoulder blade underneath, palm facing up, and then turn to the left. Tuck your right shoulder blade underneath and bring your nose back to center. Take a moment to find compassion for wherever you're at in your body today, and always trusting you can back off if you need to at any point in this practice. And we'll start to squeeze the knees together and bring your feet on the ground. Bring your hands together in front of your chest and rub your hands together to generate some warmth. And then take the warmth of your hands and think of a place on the body that could use some support. We're going to take that warmth and bring it right to that area. For me, I'm bringing my hands onto my neck, where I've been having some tension lately. And we're offering to that area your warmth, your attention, and your healing presence. And as you breathe, as you notice your breath, what is your intention for this practice today? What do you want to cultivate in this time on your mat? Let that help inspire the effort and the energy that you put in today. And on your next inhale, reach the arms overhead. Take a full inhale. When you exhale, gently draw the right knee in toward your side waist. Take your hands in front of the shin and hug your right thigh in, flexing through your right foot. If it's available, slide your left leg out straight. A light flex of the feet, the left thigh bone dropping down, Pawamukhatasana. Breathing there. Right sitting bone lengthens away from your face. Then slowly release, extend your right heel out, reach your arms overhead. Full inhale, stretch. Exhale, draw your left knee in toward your side rib. Take your hands in front of that left shin and give a little squeeze. Right thigh dropping down. Pausing there. Lengthening that left sitting bone away from your face. The collarbones are broad. Relax any tension in your face and jaw. Then slide that left leg out straight. On your inhale, reach both arms up overhead. When you exhale, draw that right knee in toward your side waist. Give it a squeeze. Traction that right thigh in toward your body. And then start to rotate that right knee over to the right. And then back to center and across the midline. Bring that right knee in toward your body. Swirl it open to the right. And then back to center and across the midline. So see what range of motion's available there. You could let your feet relax for a couple of circles and be curious and notice as you slowly rotate. How does that right hip feel today? Does it feel tense, or does it feel loose, or does it feel totally great? Or maybe it's really tight. Just be open and curious about what you observe. And then when the right knee comes back into center, gently pull it in. And then how slowly can you slide that right leg out really long, trying to keep that right heel hovering, pressing out through the right toes, then lay the right leg long and gentle on the ground. And we're drawing that left knee in towards your side waist. Take your hands in front of the shin. And then start to circulate and trace a circle, keeping either both hands on front of that shin, or maybe we just have the one hand in front of the shin. Slowly trace a circle on the ceiling, the center of your left knee. And how does that left hip feel compared to the other side? So we're cultivating a sense of openness and curiosity about whatever is there. Good. And then slowly bringing that left knee in, draw the left knee towards you, and then slowly start to press that left foot away. Rest your arms alongside the body. How slow can you extend out through that left heel, keeping it off the ground, and then gradually laying that left leg long on the ground. And on your inhale, reach both arms overhead. Exhale, draw the knees in. Both knees come in toward the body. Take a full happy baby, reaching for the backs of your calves, your ankles, or the outside edges of the feet, with the soles of feet facing the ceiling. Breathing there, and then staying there. Or take your two first fingers, hook them around your big toes, and start to press the legs out towards straight so that you create this shape of a V. You don't have to overdo. If the toes aren't available, hands can be on the outer ankles or shins. We're going to inhale there, and then when you exhale, come back through more of a bent happy baby. And we'll do that a couple times. Inhale, open, extending out, and exhale, coming back in. And inhale, extending out, and exhale, coming back in. Hold, and then interlace your hands behind your head. Take one sit up. Bring your elbows toward your shins. Draw your ribs in and exhale all the way out. And then let your head fall back. Bring your feet onto the ground, mat width distance apart, arms out to about a T. Start to windshield wiper, side to side, massaging out. Moving very thoughtfully and noticing that chaining of sensation from the feet up into the knees, up into the hips, up into your lower back, and right up through the crown of the head. Very good. When you windshield wiper your knees over onto the right hand side, let's rest on the right hand side with the head in the crook of the arm. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it out. And then gradually, slowly press your way up. And we're meeting together in an upright cross-legged seat, either ankle on top. Sitting up really tall. Let's inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And exhale, press the hands down right through heart center. Remembering your intention for practice today. Pressing the palms together, dropping your chin down for a moment. And then slowly rolling over your knees and making your way into a tabletop position. Finding yourself in a tabletop position with toes tucked under, fingers fanned wide, collarbones are broad, and we're lifting the lower belly. Let's extend your right leg straight back and point through your right toe. And roll that right hip down slightly. Start to trace a circle with your right big toe on that back wall. A nice slow circle. It can be a small circle or a larger circle, depending on how you feel. We're looking down between the thumbs, lifting up the back of the head. So there's a nice long line from back of head to tail. Good. Keep flowing through that for 3, 2, 1. Lift, flex your right foot, lift your left hand, and extend your left fingertip straight forward, left thumb up. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Take your knees wide, big toes touch. Press back into child's pose. Now inhale, lift the belly, wave through. Keeping the knees a little wide, spread your chest. Exhale, slowly press back. Belly into the spine. Tops of feet press, inhale, wave through. Looking up, and then exhale, press back. Hips to heels. One more time, inhale through. Soft elbows. Exhale, press back. Tuck your toes, bring your knees a little closer together. Lift your knees and come on up into crouching downward dog. A favorite of mine to start off with the downward dog so that you can really emphasize the length of your lower back and then gradually start to pedal the feet and drop your heels down. You can pedal your feet, slowly waking up the backs of the legs. Inhales, smooth through the nose. Exhales all the way out. Belly draws in toward the spine. Shaking your head, yes. And then wave back into tabletop position. Now, extend your left toe out. Point through your left toe. Roll that left hip point down and start to trace a circle in the air with the center of that left toe. You're keeping that left leg very extended. And how does that left hip feel? Keep drawing your lower belly up. Little micro bend in the elbows. And we'll continue that flow. 3, 2, 1. Then flex. Extend your right arm forward, thumb up. Inhale. Exhale, release into tabletop position. Send your hips toward the heels. Walk your hands forward quite a bit. Come on up again into crouching downward dog. Look at your feet. Walk your hands toward your feet slowly, bending your knees as you move to bring your belly all the way down on tops of the thighs. Letting the head go. Gently wrap your hands back behind your calves. Hug your elbows in. Let the head spill down. Look at your right shoulder. Bend your knees a little more. Look between your knees. Look at your left shoulder, letting your head continue to hang. Back to center. Looking between your knees. Let the back of the head spill down. And then start to hug the belly in. Slowly rolling up, toes are soft. One vertebra at a time. Coming all the way up. Crown of head lengthens up last. Turn your left toes out to about a 45 and take a big step forward with your right foot. Coming on into warrior one position. Left toes pointing toward the front of your mat. Right knee bends over the heel. Right inner thigh is spiraling up into the body, and we're drawing our ribs in. And then reach the arms out to a T. Rotate, palms up. Feel really broad right across your collarbones. And then connect with the outside blades of your feet. Arches of feet are lifting. Lift the inner thighs up into your body as you slowly bring your arms up. Palms facing one another, warrior one. And let's inhale to straighten through that front leg. When you exhale, bend your right knee. Release your arms forward. And slowly bring your fingertips down. Take your hands onto your lower back. Look neutral. Let your shoulders be soft. Lift your ribs. Lift your side ribs. Inhale, fill your belly. Exhale, wrap that right thigh bone right into your hip and start to slowly fold. And then release your hands to frame that front foot. Drop your left knee down right under the hip and slide your right knee back into tabletop position. Wag the tailbone. Send the hips back. Walk your hands forward quite a bit. Then lift your knees, come on up into downward dog. Find the length from the pinkies all the way up through the hip creases. Drawing the thigh bones back and back. And start to slowly walk your hands, little bit by little bit, toward your toes. All the way back toward your heels. Until you come into that forward fold. Hands behind the calves. Let your head go. Folding into Uttanasana. Toes are spread. Then start to carve the belly in. Drop your tailbone down. Gradually rolling up in your own pace. And coming up to stand. Coming up to stand in Tadasana. Turn your right toes out. Right toes turn out just about a 45-degree. Right knee is a little micro bent. Take a big step forward with your left foot. So it can be heel to heel alignment. Feet can be closer together if that feels easier on your back and hips. Left femur wraps into the hip socket. Get your bearings. Nose is over navel. Gaze is straight ahead with a soft peripheral vision. And then start to float your arms open, palms facing up. Reach those fingertips away from the shoulder sockets. This time, let's bring the pinkies in toward each other, thumbs up, and then drift the arms up toward the ceiling. Root through that outer right foot. Warrior one. Wrap that left thigh bone right into the hip. Let's inhale. And then exhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. Release the hands down. Soften that left knee. Hands are going to frame that front foot. Swing the right knee. Swing the right heel over the toes. Touch your right knee down. And slide that left foot back. And then come up to stand. So as we come up to stand, reach your arms forward. And inhale, open. And exhale, come in. Inhale, open. Exhale, come in. Press. Inhale, open. Palms up. Look up. Exhale, press. Sit down on your heels. And release your hands on tops of the thighs. Toes are tucked. Little stretch of your feet. Reach down, peel the baby toe out. Rest your palms right down on tops of the thighs for a moment. Remember your intention for practice. Only lingering a couple moments more. Stretching out the soles of the feet. And then coming forward. Untuck. Give your feet a little tap. Now walk your hands forward. So your shoulders are over your palms. Let your hips sink. And then point your toes to touch. And point your toes toward the back of your head. Inhale, drag your heart through and up. And then exhale, lower down onto your belly. Let your legs extend back. Reach your arms out into cactus. And inhale, lift up, cactus. Exhale, come down. And then lift your elbows up over your palms. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, making just little kind of micro movements when you lift. Inhale, cactus. Nothing too huge. Exhale. Good. And then palms under elbows. Slowly press up. Press through the tops of the feet. Round your spine. As you round your spine, press through the tops of the feet, lift your knees. And then drop down. Inhale, look forward or up. Exhale, round, scoop, press through the tops of the feet and lift. Then come on down one more time. Inhale, tuck your toes on that one. And then exhale, gently round, press, lift your knees, really scoop and round, and then come down. Walk your knees forward, swing the ankles underneath. Extend the legs out straight. Sit up really tall. Bring that right heel in toward the sitting bone. Then take your hands in front of the right shin. Sit up really tall as you inhale. When you exhale, draw back, hang, chin toward chest. And then inhale, lift up, left thigh bone drops. And exhale, gently hang back. And lift up. And then as you exhale, hanging back. Hover the feet off the ground for a moment. And then come back up. Let's take the opposite of Marichasana with the right hand on the inside of the knee, maybe touching the toes. Sitting up really tall, gently looking over your left shoulder. If it's too intense, you could always have that right foot not quite so tightly in, or that right hand could be on the shin. And be there, right rib toward left rib. Lifting up. Inhale. And then exhale, go ahead and come back. Slide that right leg out. Let's bring that left heel in. So I'm going to take the heel really close to the sitting bone because that's really comfortable for my body, and that folds the calf right into the hamstring. It might be a little more accessible to have the heel further away from the sitting bone depending on how you feel today, so just give it a try. Now on your inhale, we're going to sit up tall. Right foot is flexed, right thigh bone's dropping down. Then as you exhale, you start to pull back, curl the tail, and scoop the chin toward the chest. And then inhale, sit up, look up, and then exhale, coming back. And inhale, lift up, and exhale, coming on back. Maybe you can hover for a second there, a little challenge on your core. And then left foot presses, right heel extends. Take your left hand to the inside of that knee. You can reach for the toes, great, or the shin. And start to turn, right fingers behind you. You're carving that left arm into the inner knee into the arm. And looking over that right shoulder, sitting up tall. Breathing in that spinal twist. So great to keep your spine mobile and supple as you age. Twisting also can help ease back pain in some cases and can benefit digestion. One more inhale. Exhale. Let's come on out. We're going to slide that left heel out. Good. Take a few circles with your hands on your knees. And then we'll go ahead and make our way onto the back. So I like to come down using that core effort. If you want to just roll over and flop on your back, you could also just do that. So we're going to come down and rest down on the back. Now that you're on your back, let go there for a moment. Let the floor support you. And then gently draw both knees in toward your body. Give a little hug. Now you can stay here in this gentle hug. I'm going to offer a variation on plow pose, only if your neck is feeling safe. If you have a neck issue and this doesn't feel good today, we're going to skip this. But if you want to try, we're going to cross either ankle on top and just start to get a little momentum by hugging the knees in toward the body And then when you hug the knees in, slip your hands under your lower back and lift up. Work your elbows together. And then just start to bring your knees toward your eye sockets. And this is an inversion, variation of plow pose. So the tailbone's going to point up toward the sky, and you're going to bring your knees toward the eye sockets. And we don't need to tuck the chin too deeply. Keep that chin neutral. Breathing here. Giving those organs a rest from gravity, from the constant downward energy. As you stay and breathe, you may be able to actually connect your knees toward your eyes. You don't have to overdo. So one more inhale wherever you're at in that variation. Then use your hands to support your back as you gradually come down from your upper back to the middle back to the lower back. Unwinding out and then uncross. Cross the other ankle on top and just be there for a second. Hug those ankles together. Rest your arms. Then uncross, shake your feet out. Really love doing that to just kind of clear out your calves. And then take your knees open, hands on the outer thigh. Take your hands on the outer shins. And just rock forward and back with that wide knee open, kind of frog leg type of position. Massage out your back. Yeah, take a nice inhale. Exhale. Let go of the stress of your day. And then let's sweep the knees in. Curl into a ball, knees to chin, chin to knees. Exhaling out. Let your head go back and extend one leg out. Extend the other leg out. Palms facing up. Shavasana. If it's too tender for you to lie straight, you could put a blanket under your knees, or you could take constructive rest with the knees knocking in. Find a place to rest in that very essential final posture of a practice, Shavasana. Take a scan of the body. Any differences you might notice between the beginning of class and now at all? Allow a lot of light and space to flow through all the joints. Let the spine unwind from the base of the skull down to the tail. And how about some inner forgiveness today? Maybe there's something you're beating yourself up about. Soften that internal dialogue and invite compassion for yourself. Imagining a lot of light flowing from the center of the chest out through all of the cells, out through the fingers and toes. As you inhale, remember your intention. Invite gratitude for anything you have to be grateful for today. Start to wiggle and wake up. As you exhale, let go of anything you want to release away into the ground, away into the ether. And reaching your arms overhead, take a reset stretch, imagining all the systems of the body falling into harmony, effortless harmony. And then take your time to gradually roll to the left-hand side, where we'll take a pause, resting the left side onto the ground. With your intention in mind, slowly press up to sit so that the crown of head arrives up last of all. We'll make our way up together. Finding your way up. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, press the hands down through the central channel, connecting your thumbs to the center of the chest. Thanking yourself for practicing today, for showing up on your mat, and I'm wishing you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and trust on the journey. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I appreciate it so much. And I love your nice comments. I read them, I enjoy them, and they inspire me to keep going. So please comment, like, share, subscribe. Let me know you enjoyed this practice. See you next time. Take care. Keep it up.